Our business is telling stories that start conversations, increase understanding, enrich lives, and expand minds. These are the passions that fuel us. No matter where you are, you can turn to us to make your day more informed. We are WKU-NPR, your source for in-depth, credible news. Listen to our stories on 88.9 FM.
This is WKYU-FM 88.9 Bowling Green.
Program support comes from the Bluegrass Music Museum, presenting the 12th Annual Rum Festival, June 24th through the 27th in Owensboro, Kentucky. 35 acts include John Prine, Punch Brothers, Sam Bush, Leftover Salmon, Hot Rise, Del McCoury, and David Grisman. Held at Yellow Creek Park, where on-site tent and RV camping, kids and family activities, crafts, nature trails, and farm-to-table foods are available. Full lineup and ticket information available at rompfest.com.
Join us for the annual Southern Kentucky Book Fest, Saturday, April 18th at the Nicely Conference Center in Bowling Green. Over 150 authors make presentations and sign copies of their books. Meet Diana Gabaldon, author of the Outlander series. See New York Times bestselling authors Terry Brooks, Jamie Ford, and Chloe Neal. Get signed copies of Kelly Paul's first book and Mary McDonough's first fiction title. Visit with other adult, young adult, and children's authors. Soki Book Fest, Saturday, April 18th at the Nicely Conference Center. Visit sokibookfest.org.
Choosing a college is a major decision.
So why did I choose WKU?
Because at WKU, professors are experts in their field.
I'm encouraged to study abroad
And make the whole world my classroom.
And where I get real-world experience.
Doing exactly what I want to do.
And where I have all the tools I need to prepare for a successful future.
It's all within my reach at Western Kentucky University.
Hey, I'm Roy Underhill, and we've spent over 20 years together exploring the finer points of traditional woodworking, and I want to thank everyone in South Central Kentucky for joining me on this journey. We've planed planks, hewed logs, split timber, but fear not, my dear friends in cave country. We still have plenty of chiseling, cutting, and craftsmanship to do in the Woodwright Shop right here on WKU PBS.
I chose WKU Owensboro because it's close to home. I didn't have to go and leave all my friends. I can stay right here in town.
I own my own business, I have a family, so being able to make it to class in less than 5 minutes it really eases my day.
Without this campus here in town, I'm not sure that I would be able to get my bachelor's degree. I don't think that it would have been possible for me to commute to a campus farther away.
I was very excited to learn that everything I was looking for was offered here in my hometown.
I love the faculty, the classes. They encourage me to do research, they encourage me to...
I didn't know how I was going to handle anything.
But did you, were you aware enough? Take us back to that day, because from the stories I've heard, and I've seen you do interviews before,
and you want me to talk about the...
Sure, because there's kind of that moment when, are you even in the moment enough? And apparently you were, to look down and kind of assess things.
Oh yeah, I was very aware of everything that had happened. Right before the explosion went off, I had both of my hands on the bottom of the steering wheel, my left leg curled up underneath my right leg, and my right leg down driving. And how we cope with everything in Iraq is we make fun of everything. Well, me and Kenny, the guy that was sitting next to me, we were making fun of everything. We were laughing, we were having a good time. And right before the explosion went off, I took my hand off the steering wheel, which is technically why I still have my hand. This is the bad part. I reached into my pocket to grab a cigarette. And I pulled it out, and as I went to go light the cigarette, it was almost as if it happened at the exact same time, or I triggered it. And the next thing that I saw was smoke and fire coming through the door. And then it was just pitch black. And it wasn't because I was knocked out, it was because...
The staff here do a really good job to make this the best experience that you will ever have.
What we've got is one of the great domestic architectural projects of the 19th century. It's a remarkable, remarkable building.
You come here, you live in a manor house in the Midlands of England.
The manor is just so cool and so old, and the grounds are just so cool. The first few days you go out and you just explore everywhere and you see everything that you can.
Some days I just walk around and take pictures or just walk around. It's beautiful. You kind of get used to it, which is really funny. When we went to go see Versailles on the Paris trip last weekend, we were like, well, it's big, but we kind of like Harlexton better.
I would say it's an opportunity of a lifetime, and you'd be a fool not to take it.
If you get the chance, do it. There's money out there. You can find money. The Honors College or the Study Abroad office will help you find money. You know, you don't know when you're going to get the opportunity to be totally ingrained in another culture again. And so if you get the opportunity in college, just go for it. It's totally worth it.
Getting to Harlexton was a little bit
cloves. About right. You're going to want to keep a tight eye on those. You don't want those to burn. About a tablespoon of olive oil. And we are going to cook this together for just a few minutes until it's all blended down. So you don't want it to spend a lot of time in one place on the bottom of your pan so that it burns. So let's let this just do its magic. I'm going to keep stirring it and get these garlic cloves nice and soft before we add them to our blender. So let me turn my heat off. You can tell there's a lot of give when I press on the garlic clove, so they're just perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my blender. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of the reserve liquid to the blender as well. I'm going to season it with just a little salt and pepper and whatever other wonderful spices. If you want to add a little bit of celery salt in there, that would be good too. So you want some reserve liquid, maybe a little bit of milk or a little bit of cream, so you can adjust the consistency. So let's blend this up. So I have my mason jars ready. I'm just going to transfer it straight into these mason jars. It'll keep in your refrigerator for at least 6 days. You don't have to worry about that. So absolutely fantastic, healthy sauce that can be used on, you will see, 3 amazing recipes and much, much more. So let's go back over to our chicken. Throw in a few peppercorns before I drop my chicken breast. Now I've already cooked off some, and I want to show you when you are poaching.
Western Kentucky University, home of the Hilltoppers, a leading American university with international reach. But in an instant, this can all be transformed into confusion and chaos by campus violence. Chances are you will never face a situation of extreme violence, such as an active shooter. But if you do, you need to be prepared. This video is intended to help you improve your chances of surviving just such an incident through awareness and planning. WKU police officers train countless hours to be prepared for emergency situations such as this. Their #1 priority is to keep you safe. Make no mistake, you can survive this type of incident by planning ahead and remembering 3 simple things: run, hide, and fight. An active shooter can strike any place.